And nowadays, with us all transferring money over pops up in your card, Cash App has your back by someone who is constantly prepaid debit cards walking around top reach. There was no prayer circle, but it had no clue Taylor was even missing, which isn't even a shock at this point. But people were actively leaving at that point because they felt that the retreat wasn't aligning with themselves and the values that they preach. There was no prayer circle, meditation, or anything to do with recognizing Taylor's disappearance. Which, in my opinion, when I think of a yoga retreat, I'm thinking of love and community support, peace, like prayer circle, that type of thing. Group healing, group meditation. Why would they not all be coming together when one of their own has disappeared? That is just so alarming to me and so off-brand for a yoga retreat. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm just like, what the hell is going on there? And then Brian also kindly agreed to film a clip for you guys talking about his experience there and sort of his thoughts on all of this. And I'm going to play that for you now.
Hey, Kendall. So the case of Taylor Casey is just so troubling. When I went to the Bahamas, something just didn't seem right. The police, they were giving Taylor Casey's family the runaround, it seemed like. And when I went out to the ashram where she was staying, they also didn't want to talk to her. It's not easy to get to the Sivanandra ashram, the yoga retreat where Taylor Casey was staying. There's really no roads to get there here on Paradise Island, on this part of the island. So the only way that we could find is to walk down the beach. So we made it to the ashram where she was staying. You can see it's pretty quiet right now, but there are people still staying here. There's some smaller buildings on this side. There's larger buildings over here, and it's very, very close to the Atlantis Resort. Those big pink buildings in the distance, that's a big, big tourism destination here on Paradise Island.
I'm not seeing anybody searching on the beach.
Yeah, there is nobody searching. No, I haven't seen anybody searching either. That's why I was surprised you didn't, like, say, I was thinking there's fires.
Oh, well, you can go in there.
Do you know anything that is Taylor Casey? No. Okay. Is that okay? My business card? Okay. So I met up Kendall with Taylor's mom and her best friend Emily in the Bahamas. You can imagine like how upset they have been with the deal. And they say that they were especially troubled that Taylor's phone was found in the water.
And my granddaughter, she loves her family. She likes to keep all of us on location on her phone. And she pinged the phone and said, Grandma, you know, Auntie Taylor's phone is in the water. And that just really was the clincher for me. So scared. So scared. I need to know. I need answers. I need Taylor home. We need Taylor home. Please. 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 Yeah.
The phone
So
has
sad.
really been
Nicole,
an
thanks
issue
for all the
because,
likes.
Taylor's family has been trying to get their hands on it and says law enforcement won't hand it over. They still haven't been able to independently analyze it themselves. And they say even to this day, they're still getting the runaround from the police in the Bahamas.
Thank you, Brian. Brian is one of the best out there, you guys. I will have all of Brian's social media and his show and ways that you can connect with Brian linked in the show notes of this episode. But another big piece to all of this that I need to point out is the
Oh, thank you, Amber. You can. You just gotta practice, girl.
And we know that she didn't get on the plane. And we also know from the boat operator, as I mentioned earlier, that Taylor didn't leave via boat, which all of that means that Taylor hasn't left the island. But that is one of the theories that Emily and Colette feel have really been pushed on them.
Amber, thank you for the likes.
She maybe ran off. She left the island with
Y'all,
someone.
I'm about to smoke.
Maybe she took efforts to harm herself, which is so offensive to them. But
And once I do,
pretty much, they're going to push anything else except for the idea that something nefarious
people are gonna try
actually
to
may have happened. But they absolutely
take little
went
clips of me and say that I'm nodding out, but
And the very
my
fact
eyes
that
just
her
get
passport
really
has
heavy.
never been located
I promise I'm not nodding out.
I mean, we know that her passport hasn't been used, so we know that she didn't flee. So that theory
I feel like
doesn't
this
make
thing
any
has a
sense.
filter on it.
We also know that her phone was in the water, which in my opinion, I think someone else chucked it out there. But that has been used to suggest that Taylor intentionally wanted to harm herself, which in what world does someone take their passport with them into the water if they're trying to end their life that way?
There
or
we
if they're just
go.
going out into the water.
It did have a filter on it.
You're not going to take your passport.
These freckles
into the
are
ocean,
too
okay?
much.
Absolutely not. But your phone also. Who's going to take their phone out there for any reason? In my eyes, it proves even more so that something
That's better.
nefarious has actually happened here,
All
and
right.
the phone was chucked out there in an effort to conceal the crime, and the passport was taken to kind of set the stage that Taylor left. And here's something else. When Emily and Colette were at the ashram trying to speak with the guests, one of them started to share this story about how on Wednesday, June 19th, the day that Taylor was last seen, a guest was approached on the beach by a stranger. It was a man wearing a Celtics hat, dressed in all black, and apparently he claimed he was from Chicago. He told them he was interested in taking yoga classes and then proceeded to follow this person off the beach onto the property. They also learned that there was a man near Taylor's tent at the ashram on a walkie-talkie, which, when hearing this, really obviously concerned them. And not just because of the timing, but also because this is one of those times where the Swami came up and pulled this person away from their conversation, according to the two of them. Almost like they didn't want Colette or Emily to learn
It's
about it.
broken.
However, an
I go
HR
get the other one.
hired by the ashram, a guy named Peter Goody, has firmly rejected the idea that this individual is suspicious. In fact, he outright denies anything nefarious happened to Taylor at all. Instead, he chalked it up to Taylor leaving voluntarily. I'm going to read you a statement from him, and keep in mind this is in reference to an article that was written about her disappearance. So it said, "We are concerned that the story infers that Taylor Casey was abducted from the ashram. That is false and defamatory and not based on facts. The tent photo in the NBCU story taken by Miss Casey's family shows no signs of struggle. Her toothbrush and personal care products were in the tent in the photo, indicating that she was going to return.
Okay.
Her passport, items of clothing, and purse were not in the tent photo, indicating that she took them with her, along with her phone.
And none of my
In
people that
summary,
ordered
these
are
facts,
here. I
all
need
of
to
which
show
are
them
within
their
the NBCU
orders.
story, indicate Taylor left voluntarily.
Yay,
We also wish to
Michelle.
point out that Taylor's phone pinged in the
Send.
water, as tracked on her niece's iPhone.
We'll
app.
see if they come
There
in.
was no indication from that evidence that she was
Chickadee?
abducted.
That's cute. I like your name,
The beach in front of
Chickadee.
the ashram is a public beach. There are non-guests and members of the public that walk along that beach daily.
I
The man is
followed
from
Chickadee.
Atlanta and was
That's a
staying
cute
next door
name.
at the Atlantis Resort. He was simply taking a stroll on the beach and was interested in knowing more about our yoga.
What do y'all think of these necklaces that I made? Do y'all see the latches? Do y'all think I should take those off? So I could, I don't know how to describe it. Do you think they look bad like this? Would they look better with these gone? Or do they look okay?
We often have inquiries about the yoga retreat from guest ad awareness. So besides that being obviously really insensitive, I want to point out a few things. Okay, so this Peter guy quite literally says that some of her personal belongings were left in her tent, indicating that she was planning to return. He also says that because there were no signs of a
What do y'all
struggle in her
think?
tent, that she had to have left voluntarily. But how do we know that she didn't walk down to the beach only to then be met by someone who wanted to harm her? We don't know. And there was a lot of confidence in his statement as if he knows. And he does not. And that's why Taylor's disappearance just can't be written off so quickly. We just don't know. And the last that anyone had heard of her being at the ashram, they could hear the sound of her tent zipping and unzipping, zipping and unzipping, and the fan in her tent being turned on and off as well. But that's it.
That's weird.
And then in another part of his statement, he also went into more detail about that guy with the walkie-talkie.
That's
He said,
weird.
"The other individual described in your report was holding a walkie-talkie. Our best guess
What's
is
going
that
on
he's
with
the
everybody?
security guard for one of our neighbors. He entered the ashram at about 2 p.m.
What are y'all
the
up
time
to?
when our students were in class. and stayed for a couple of minutes and left. Peter also said that the person who identified this man had made a mistake in their identification. But where I take the most issue with this dude's statement
Hi,
is when
Jody
he
with
says,
an
"Our
I.
best
How are
students,"
you,
which
babe?
sounds so unprofessional, really, quite frankly, stupid.
Hanging out? Who you
and
hanging out with,
insensitive.
Half Pint?
And I know that this guy's only an HR rep, but the language
Jody, do you keep a pumpkin in your name like year round?
that such little has actually been done from
Big
investigation
Mom
standpoint. Our
tired.
best guess instead
Myself and you.
we spoke
Well,
with him,
hey.
we're confident he's not involved or something like that is just
Living life,
see where I'm
learning not to sweat the
coming
small
from here.
stuff.
If this was your
Janine.
sister,
Well, hey,
daughter,
Janine.
friend, I
How
think
are
you'd be
you?
just as upset as
No,
Emily
you just haven't changed it. Okay, I was just wondering if you...
Taylor wants answers.
Oh, look, we followed each other at the same time. Half Pint.
Because if you listen closely, you can hear how much, or in this case, how little,
Do you like listening to true crime?
or how much or how little people care. And it's not just this one.
I just didn't know if you like loved
It's
pumpkins.
the lack of communication and transparency. It's the clear lack of effort, and how quickly everyone in the Bahamas has seemed to just moved on from what's happened. Oh, and I also wanted to point out something that was in a video I saw about her
My
case,
type
and it
of
just can't be ignored.
friend.
So a
Hate,
friend of
actually.
Taylor's named Jessica actually went down to the Bahamas to pass out flyers after she went missing. And I'll have the video linked below if you're interested in
It's
watching
funny.
the full thing. But towards the end of the video, she gets in a taxi and is
So,
one
one of my friends, she ordered... No, she didn't. I'm just making it for her.
There are transgender people in the
A
Bahamas.
necklace
He says it's not a country
in
that even
honor of
since
her mama,
his sons came
okay?
and told him they were trans, how he
And her mom's, like, grandma name
and of
is
course, I'm
Joe.
not saying that his feelings are
J-O.
shared with every person living there.
So, I'm gonna show y'all what I made
Wrong to talk
because she's not here to let me know if
the investigation's been handled and
the,
especially how it's been
like,
not covered by the media.
if the letters that I picked are good.
Communities, both of which face a disproportionate amount of discrimination and violence. So not only has that made her more
So,
vulnerable to harm
there's
in
what
the
I
first place, but
picked.
it's also made
That's what I
getting
chose.
justice, getting answers even harder after the fact. Here's a quote I found from
But here are the
I
options.
think puts some of the discrimination into context in terms of the Bahamas, okay? So
I think what I chose
report on human rights practices in the Bahamas, conducted by the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor,
is the
LGBTQ+
best
individuals faced social stigma and discrimination and did not believe they
option.
were adequately protected by authorities.
The only other thing I was thinking was like maybe she wears gold a lot and like me, like I mix gold and silver. So I was thinking like maybe if she's like that and she mixes gold and silver, I could do the chain gold and J-O in gold and then the angel wing and the butterfly in silver, but I haven't seen her come in. You think that's good? Not too big? Yeah.
I think we can see firsthand how it's impacted
I think it looks
this
good.
investigation and also the lack of media coverage we're seeing just in the United States. I mean, besides news,
I think it
there
looks
really
good.
hasn't been-
Puddles Poodles. Lolly's Life. Hi, y'all. Hi, Pat Hall.
Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should people momentum access factors? Standard cash outs take
We really are.
One that she was black, and the other that she was trans.
think about how they
I don't know. Reddit's my worst critic.
her case.
Like I've said before, and I'll say it now.
Download Earn It now and take control of your pay.
I was just telling them I'm about to smoke, and Reddit's gonna say I'm
I'll let
nodding
Emily
out.
and Colette speak about how they believe that this has impacted her case.
Like I've said before, and I'll say it now.
My eyes get
My
heavy.
child had two strikes against her. One that she was black, and the other that she was trans.
Susie Blankensh.
I think when he
Blankensh.
found that out, you know,
Yes,
he started
girl.
at the civil
Little
level
girl.
because when I spoke to my child,
Here, I'll read what they say about me. They think that I bought bunnies instead of a car. I've had bunnies for like 6 months. I didn't go buy bunnies with the car money that was donated to me. That I'm not really sober. People talk about you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They posted this and said,
did not reveal the location of
is this girl okay? I don't know much about drug use, so I'm just wondering your opinion. And they posted this. Cropped out my phone that I was on. Like, cropped out that. But, okay. Ready? The frown definition in her mouth area tells you it's a depressant. I would bet that it's either an opioid or a benzo and alcohol mixture. She's definitely got the Xanax mouth nod. So you falling forward and serving up was a planned move. Girl, bye. Go to rehab before you are attending your funeral. Are people actually saying that she's not fucked up? That is exactly what fucked up looks like. Come on, people. Thank you, Tay. She was high as a kite. I'm 10 years clean. I'm not dumb. She was fucked up. Girl, go the fuck to bed. Got that look. Drugs are whack. Yes, Jody, because I smoked. She's higher than a giraffe's pussy. She's using that money well, I see. You couldn't get any higher without overdosing. You truly need help. You can't fucking deny it. I mean, you could, but how dumb would that really make you look? I will say she looks messed up, but I can't entirely how messed up because she's looking down at a screen. That's the same exact face that Maya makeup boxes would make. Am I wrong? Good old trout pout. She is high AF. I mean, she is high AF out. She is high AF. I mean, she is high AF. I mean, come TF on FR. Jesus. She's definitely using. Scammer, 100%. She's a common nodder. She's always live, I too noticed. She's always live too, I noticed. Who's this chick? Cuntney. Court girl, you're looking like Maya. Get it together. What's the excuse for looking like this? Come on now, girl. Say you relapsed. Okay, fine, but now get yourself together and back on track. You got people in your home that need you to be better. Addiction is so fucked up to watch. Man, our sisters, mothers, aunties out here living with shame and trauma, doing anything to feel nothing, losing themselves in their lives in the process. It's heartbreaking. Newest story was 2 nights ago with going to get a new tattoo and was even going to post a GoFundMe for that. I can upload the proof if needed. She was gonna make a GoFundMe for a tattoo. Did she even get the car she supposedly needed? Wow, not cool at all. A GoFundMe for a tattoo is nuts. Upload it. We would all love to see this. She's a scammer. I don't care what anyone says. I don't know what that means, Kathy. When my daughter was on H, she was looking like this. She'll be 4 years clean in January. Congratulations to your daughter, Competitive Peach. As a mother of an addict, I'm so proud of your daughter and so happy you got clean. I pray every day my daughter will. Did she forget she was live? Yeah, an H nod. She was texting. I was in there watching. I don't know much about anything, but in this video, she was texting her brothers about trash cans and had been knocked down. I don't know. She was texting. She was high as a kite like all of her lives. What? You can literally see her. Tell me you're just a hater without telling me. You can hear the tapping the damn screen. Go sit outside Walmart and yell at people that they're nodding, okay? What plane are you talking about? I'm praying for the plane crash. What happened? I said she may have been high. Shit, I don't know. I do know she was texting because she was sending me talking about her in a separate message at this time. Because I was lost too. So, texting high as fuck, possibly. However, I don't care either way. I was just sharing a little of the story, helping those understand that wasn't there. Thank you, Charlie. She was in a full nod. You see her mouth, right? I'm sure she was doing something while nodding. Come on now. I was definitely not saying she wasn't nodding. I was just saying she was texting and just adding to the story. Shit, she may have been. I was only in there for about 15 to 30 minutes. Oh my God, that's horrible. When did that happen? Tonight? Did that happen tonight? Yeah, hold on, Negrita. I guess there was a plane crash. I'm gonna wait for Jody to get back and let me know. I live 10 miles away and we can't come out of the house. Why? Because of the plane? Oh, I can't imagine what that devastation even looks like. Like, what did they crash into? The city, like, crash into the city? Like a building, or hopefully like a pasture? Are there pastures in Kentucky? I'm sure there are. There's probably pastures in every state. Except like New York and stuff. I don't know. I'm not, I don't travel much. I don't get out much, in case you can't tell. That is so fucking sad, man. Because of the fumes, it was over a high populated area. Do they know how many deaths there are yet? Not yet. That's horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Jody to get back and then I'm gonna say a prayer. horrible. Oh, Rachel, thank you so much. I'm sure it is. I just haven't seen anything yet. I'm gonna wait for Jody to get back. It's horrible. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the follow, Shelly Love. Oh! My phone died. I'm gonna turn it back on. Let's see. There is, as of 19 minutes ago, 7 gone and 11 injured. Thank you, Mookie. This phone's only at 1%. It's gonna just die again if I try to use it. I had no idea. Hey, Flower Power. Hi, 2-Foot Fred. Hiya. How are you, Flower Power? Hi, Tammy Snyder again. Oh, hi. Do you want to see what I told you I was sending you with your Rave Charlie Jolie Onyx? Hi, April. Okay. Onyx, was I sending you anything besides this? I can't remember. I know I was sending you that. I did just make you something because I'd rather put it on a necklace than put it, you know, have to go in Ronix. You like that? Ronix. Hooked on Ronix. Okay, well, I didn't want to go dig through my stuff and put this up, but I had this left out. And so I just threw it on a chain for you. Okay? Okay. Did Jody with an I come back? Hello, bestie. You like it? I'm glad you like it. I felt like it fit. I felt like it fit your vibe. Hey, Monica. I'm just getting people's orders together that are gonna go out. You wanna see everything I made? Before I do that, I'm going to say a prayer. I was going to wait for Jody to get back, but I'll go through the stuff I made. Thank you, Mookie, but, all right, y'all. If praying's not your thing, you can go ahead and leave for, I don't know, 30 seconds and come back, but praying is my thing, and, I just need to say a prayer for them, so. Oh my God, y'all, this is so sad. This is so sad. I don't want to cry. If I cry, I'm going to get off because I'm tired of crying on the internet. That's not what the internet's for. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you. My heart is heavy. I'm grieving for the ones that have lost their life in this tragic plane crash. Please hold each precious soul with your eternal peace and mercy, the peace that surpasses all understanding. I ask that you welcome them into the light of your presence. There's no more pain, no more fear. Bring comfort to their families and their friends left behind. Wrap them in your love. Give them strength to face the days that are ahead of them. Dear God, I pray for the workers, the first responders, the EMTs, the police, the community, the city, the state, the world, God. We need you now more than ever. Grant the workers some courage, some wisdom, and some healing for the pain that they're going to carry. And may this moment remind all of us that life is fragile and there's importance in compassion. God, turn our sorrow into kindness and our mourning into unity and our despair into faith. We trust that with you, all things are possible. And I hope that every good thing and every miracle that you allowed to come out of this, that the world gets to see, and that more people come to know you through this tragedy. And I pray these things in your name. Amen. Hi, brother. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna cry on the internet, y'all. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just heard about that plane crash. Where was it at, you guys? In Kentucky? Let me look it up. Plane crash in Kentucky? At least 7 killed.
I'm gonna smash this apple with my bare hands in 25 seconds. But first,
I
I'm gonna
can't
talk to
stand
you about
ads.
Derringer 20 DC from Backflow Direct.
I know. Still just sucks. Some kids are gonna wake up tomorrow and have their first day without their mom or their dad. Somebody's gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be their first day. Their child died. Someone's gonna wake up tomorrow with their brother or their sister dead. I just hope, like I said, when I was praying, whatever good can come from this, whatever miracles can come from this, I just hope that that is what everybody gets to see. It's so dark and depressing, but something good will come from it. Okay, well, let's go back to reading Reddit posts about me.
Still, at that point, the location of her.
Hi, Panda Claire. Hi, Becca. That's usually what opiates do to someone. My son was on H and perks and Fent, and this is what he looked like. He'd be nodding off. Sad part is they don't see how bad they are, and they're the biggest cons and liars ever. But he did rehab, and he's clean 6 years. I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but it's the same look as my son. Just say, aw, thanks, Panda. Sadly, she's probably not. She's out buying rabbits with her money, so who knows what else. I can't believe people thought that I bought rabbits. Yeah, and you idiots funded that GoFundMe was at 1K. You think she's using that for a car? No, I did help her, dumb fuck. Nicole, I'm talking about the people she keeps getting funds from. Her GoFundMe went up again. I know you helped her. You did it out of the kindness of your heart. I know you did. I'm sorry she did this to your people as well as you. Okay, my bad. Yes. I was so stupid, honestly. Nicole, honey, shit happens and you opened your heart and people used you. That is karma on them, not you. I didn't see it at first, but damn, I sure do now. I don't even know what to say. She's most definitely on something. She built her platform because of going up. You guys, when I met Maya, I had 30,000 followers already. How'd I build my platform on her? I had 30,000 followers whenever I met her. Anyways, that's the comments about me. I'm on H and Fent and what else? H and Fent and opiates and perks and I bought rabbits and I didn't buy a car. Anyways, y'all, I know, but I am about to smoke this, so my eyes are gonna get heavy. Okay, take a good look at me. I'm not on anything. This is an indica. That means it's gonna put my booty on the ground. Okay. Now I'm gonna cough for 30 minutes. In the couch. Monica, I've never heard that. Alright. Let's go smoke a cigarette, yo. Let's find more cigarettes. I'm also a lightweight, y'all. I don't smoke very often. I've been trying to, because supposedly it'll help me, but I haven't smoked in forever. Used to, back before I had kids, I could I could smoke a blunt and drive and be fine. Me now, After I just hit that, I won't even be able to drive for the next, 8 hours. I am a very lightweight. I have no tolerance. I need to bring my trash cans up. I might lose service if I do. Shit. I rearranged my wall that's behind me when I'm live. Did y'all notice? Did anybody notice? Did y'all notice I rearranged? Amanda, somebody told me that my gap and my freckles were cute. I'll show you when I go back in. I might be able to show you from here. What are cute? Oh, my freckles and gap teeth. Listen. Thank you, but I already forgot what you were talking about. Bella, down, girl. Alright, I'm gonna put this out and save it for later. I forgot, but these bubbles just reminded me. These, on Halloween, Lolo was a princess, and she carried bubbles around with her. And she would say, trick or treat to everyone. And then she would say, would you like to make a wish? And then they'd say yes. And then she would say, okay, and now I have to endorse it with bubbles. How that girl even knows what endorse means? But she did. She has to endorse it with bubbles. And then she would blow bubbles at them. I know I do too. She is the loudest drinker. Okay. I hope my phone doesn't fall. Did you have a good day? I did, yeah. I'm not on the right phone. Here, let me switch. I'm gonna switch to this phone so I can green screen a picture of me and Rora. Cause it's on this phone. I don't feel like airdropping or whatever. Damn, speaking of airdropping, that fucking plane, man. Shit, that sounded really bad. Hi, Lolly. Okay. Bella is still drinking. Girl, Bella. Effects, green screen. AI just told me that we're discussing past rehab and scams. Bella is thirsty. It was me and Rora today. We had such a good day. She loves having a car. Is that Shelby Shamala? I can't tell. Oh, hi, Shelby. Thank you, Kathy. Amanda, I know it. Did Rave ever come in? Don't hear that, TV. She'll be 2 in just a few days. It's crazy. 5 days, I'll have my last baby will be 2. I know. What were we listening to? Were we even listening to anything? Oh, hi, Shelbs. And she's about to be 2. Crazy. Oh, I wonder what made me think of that. I don't know, but we should really go do laundry. I know. Nobody wants to get up right now, but we have to. We have to go do laundry. Okay? But we gotta find something to listen to. I can't listen to silence. Oh, Bella. Huffing and puffing. Okay. Y'all be careful, don't fall. What do we want to listen to?
It's up being $812.
Okay, I'm going to listen to
I'll let you guys watch.
a court case.
Good morning. This is the matter of Vanderwerf versus Vanderwerf, case number 2508922DM. Present in the virtual courtroom, we have both parties as well as their respective attorneys. We are here on the plaintiff father's motion for a temporary order. Mr. Spanacki.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Spanacki.
There might have been a motion today where kids are in crisis. That's not this case. You might have had a motion this morning about parents causing problems for their kids. That's not this case. You might have even had a case with a mother who's trying to steal someone's baby from the mother and deny her all her rights as a mother. That is not this case. We have both filed documents to show you these are wonderful, thriving children, very loving and involved and well situated in their schools and community.
What is that one about?
Activities, and they're just great kids. And I used to have a T-shirt, great parents make great kids. So I think there's something to do with that these parents have done a good job with these two kids, a 10th grader and a 7th grader, both girls. Father, both these people, I'm sure, suffered in their own ways some unhappiness for years. In March, at a counseling session, Father
Who do you
said,
listen to it? Who did the episode on him?
And we're going to have to process a divorce. Mom doesn't want the divorce.
Oh my gosh.
In May, he found a home.
I have.
Less than
but I haven't replied to her because I don't understand her.
Is in between the two houses.
And I'm not going to argue with her either.
New construction. The kids have their own rooms. There's a fully stocked bathroom, a fully stocked fridge. There's desks and chairs and services and lunch boxes and everything else.
Out of her mind.
So we have a good situation set up. Mr. Vanderwerf has tried to get some kind of parenting plan set up. In May, Mom said, well, let's wait till the summer. In the summer, there was just a series of excuses, delays, cancellations. Mr. Vanderwerf was saying, can we talk about this? And Mrs. Vanderwerf, I'll read you a couple of the texts, but she wasn't cooperative. He asked, well, maybe we should meet with a mediator. She wasn't cooperative. She said, having them stay with you isn't something I've agreed to yet. That was in June. Then there's just these things. Well, that won't work. Tomorrow would be better. Sorry, we're out. We ended up out. I'm in the middle of something. Tonight won't work. I'm okay with the girl spending the day with you. I'm okay with you having dinner with this one daughter. You can come to the house on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. and spend time with your daughters. So that's kind of how this went. We drafted a full proposal. Part of that was because the largest single asset is the home, the marital home with $250,000 or so.
Okay, listen.
If Mother
We folded the laundry. We don't have to put it up right now. I can sit on the dryer.
Which is every Wednesday overnight and the weekends from Friday to Monday. And if she has said, we'll do the 2255, but not till January 2026, we wouldn't even be here.
Oh, speech. I was about to write it down.
We'll do the 2255, but not till January 2026, we wouldn't even be here.
Oh, speech. I was about to write it down.
We need to get this going. We provided as our exhibit 1 fully laid out 2255 parenting plan with holidays.
Brave still hasn't come in.
We have exhibit 2 the Michigan Child Support Formula calculation. The claim was father hasn't provided any money to mother. At the beginning of this year, there was more than $46,000 in a money market. Now there's $10,000. Where did the money go? Father used $5,000.
I have a couple times.
Mother took $30,000 out. She tells the court that her income's just over $30,000. It's actually $34,000. We know that because now she says she gets $2,000 for coaching. And she told the insurance company when she signed up for benefits through the school that she was making $32,000, over $32,000. But we calculated her at 32. We didn't calculate the 2,000. And that ends up being $800.
Okay, this is boring. Let's listen about Austin Drummond. Oh gosh. It's a whole case. Ooh, should we watch the trial? We should, huh? Okay. You talked me into it.
First degree murder. It's alleged that on 29th of July, Mr. Brayden Williams was located deceased from apparent gunshot wounds on Carrington Road in Tiptonville in Lake County, Tennessee. During the course of the investigation, it was determined that Mr. Drummond did with premeditation, knowingly and intentionally killed Mr. Brayden Keith Williams with the use of a firearm.
Quadruple murder suspect Austin Drummond will be moved to state prison ahead of his upcoming trial. As officials say that his behavior behind bars includes covering his cell door with feces. How disgusting. And that's creating problems, understandably so. So they say that's the reason for the move. Now, this guy, you might remember, he made national headlines when he caused a manhunt after police say he murdered 4 family members and then kidnapped and abandoned a baby. Well, he was back in court on Monday for some unrelated charges. But the issue was raised during that appearance, that he's a problem in the county jail. So here's how Lake County Assistant District Attorney Andrew Hayes has described Mr. Drummond's behavior, saying, quote, he's had some disciplinary issues with possession of Suboxone strips, which is a Schedule II narcotic in Tennessee, or a Schedule II controlled substance.
I need to watch my mouth. I need to stop cussing so much.
Issues with covering his cell door with various things such as paper and feces. Drummond will now be moved to a state prison within the Tennessee Department of Corrections system, where he's set to remain in custody until his trial is held on May 7th, 2026. The exact prison location not revealed quite yet. But what we want to talk about first this morning with our power panel is how common is it for prisons to house detainees who ordinarily would be at the local jail? Let's bring in retired Assistant Sheriff in Charleston County, South Carolina, Mitch Lucas, who also ran the largest jail in South Carolina, and retired NYPD Detective Tom Smith. Good morning to you both. Mitch, I'll start with you. How common is this?
It's not real common, but it happens. It's common.
Well, this isn't going to turn into the trial. I don't know what this is. Is that the one you were talking about, Jenny Ray? Oh, I gotta go pause that. I missed it. Oh shit, okay. I gotta go pause the washing. I don't have enough stuff in it yet. I'm pretty sure that's what you were talking about. That dude is crazy. Oh, that Amy Bradley one is crazy. What is this? Let's listen to this.
Hi everyone, it's Delia. And if you're coverage they deserve, and to truly highlight the lives of the victims and the lingering questions around their
Rave doesn't come in the next like 15 minutes, I'm gonna go to bed.
Want treatment for your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis? You can use
Oh shit.
Talk to your doctor about the Entyvio pen, an option after at least 2 IV starter doses. Entyvio helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission at week 52. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur.
You don't think he was alone?
Today and learn more about the Entyvio pen. Individual results.
Why am I listening to a commercial?
These Doritos Golden Sriracha are that spicy. Sriracha sounds spicy. National Forest in Northern California. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, I'm your host, Delia D'Ambra. And the case I'm going to share with you today takes place in the Trinity Alps Preserve, which is in the general vicinity of Shasta Trinity National Forest in Northern California. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, this 2.1 million acre landscape is the largest national forest in California. There are mountains, lakes, the South Fork of the Trinity River, and a wide variety of wildlife. Visitors come from all over to boat, fish, hike, picnic, and during the winter months, go skiing or snowmobiling. People often do what's referred to as dispersed camping, which is camping outside of developed sites. This is for folks who want to disconnect and be more secluded in nature versus being around other people. There are no restroom facilities, trash pickup services, or fire pits when you choose to set up a dispersed campsite. It's just you, the woods, and the quietness of the forest. But in April 1998, that serene picture was shattered when hikers discovered the lifeless body of a young woman
Why are
buried in
y'all
shallow
looking at
grave
it?
at an abandoned campsite. The horrific reality of
Jay Embry on YouTube.
was a story of betrayal and cruelty.
I might not even wait 15 minutes. I might just go lay down and listen to it.
Is part predators.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. She hasn't come in. Hopefully tomorrow she will. It's like, go lay down. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go. Love you, Panda.
In the early morning hours of Saturday, April 8th.
Shit, she was loud. Panda.
In the early morning hours of Saturday, April 8th.
Shit, she was loud. Oh.